Well, hello, students, and welcome to another lesson using www.sketchup.com free. And today I just want to do another continuation of the construction set toy. This lesson is not intended to show you what to make, but different techniques on how to assemble all the parts and pieces we've made so far. Hopefully you'll create something new and individual, and I want to continue with mine, so let's begin. Navigate to the SketchUp landing page you see here. Move to the upper right where you see the person icon, select My Apps. And then you want to navigate to the free version of SketchUp. And there's the familiar red logo. And there's my construction set car. Open. Okay, I have removed the 4-hole lever because they were not lining up the way I intended, and I found a better way to align the holes. So without further ado, I'm going to use those 3 lines in the upper left to insert from Trimble Connect my 4-hole levers. And there's one, and insert as component. All right, so there's my 4-hole lever. And what I want to do is get this hole to line up with this hole and then angle my lever up this direction. So what I found, it's best to align the hole first before you rotate. What I want to do is grab the move tool. As I've showed before, you want to select the edge of the circle here and then drag it into position. And again, if it's close enough, you can snap it right into position. There. Oops. There. See how the hole is lined up in perfect sync. Now I want to revolve. So I grab the rotate tool and rotate from the center of this hole. So I find that purple spot and I see the grain protractor behind. So I select, then I move directly across and I see that little red line, which means I'm parallel with the red axis or the x-axis. I select the edge of the circle, click, and then I push up and rotate it. And that is the angle that I prefer. Now I'm going to the top view and I want to grab the move tool. Do not deselect because you want to grab this inside edge of your lever, which is on the incorrect plane, and you want to select it and pull down. And keep in mind, you want to keep that line, that little dashed line, you see it? It's green, which means you're absolutely straight up and down with the green axis or the y-axis. And then I let go, and my lever is now snapped surface to surface, and the holes are in perfect alignment. So the next step would be to add the second lever. So I'm going to select my lever once again and go Control C, Control V, and do that, put that there. And once again, grab the move tool first because you want to grab the side of this hole and move it and snap it into position with the other hole. If you can see this, click, it's at the very bottom. But you see how the holes are in perfect alignment. But again, if you look at it from top view, one lever is right on top of another. So you want to take the move tool and press on that edge and then pull and keep that dash line nice and green so that your lever will snap onto the surface of this other outside lever, but the holes will remain perfectly in alignment. So let's continue. I'd like to add some screws to make this look authentically constructed as a construction set toy would be. So I'm going to insert my screws now from Trimble Connect, double click, and we find the red screw that I formerly made and insert as component. As you can see, there it is. And one of the problems I am facing is that it's not in the right rotation. So I'm going to look at it from right view, and I'm going to get the rotate tool and make sure I have a red protractor. Click one corner, go straight up, click, and then rotate 90 degrees, click. And again, look at it from front view, grab the move tool. I believe I can insert this from the center point of this by pushing and mating right to the center of this hole. And you can see the screw is on the wrong plane, but it is still selected. You see the blue there, meaning the screw is still selected. So if I grab the move tool and find, well, let's say I want to find it and snap it right to the surface of that wheel there. And again, the view isn't so great. So let me do that again for you. Let's start by going Insert, Trimble Connect. Once again, find my red screw, insert as component, look at it from right view, rotate. Again, I need to make sure it's a red protractor, and rotate it 90. Look at it from front view. This time I'll attempt to pan. Use the move tool. I find the center and drag it there. Now I can see center and center are aligned. And then I look at it from top view and I can see that my screw is still selected. I see that blue line, and I see the partial screw there. And so what I want to do is grab the move tool and find the inside surface of that screw and pull straight down so that it snaps to the surface of the wheel. And also I see the green dashed line above my 4-point cursor there, and that identifies that I've moved it directly straight and perpendicular or parallel to the green, I should say, y-axis. And then let's look at it in front view. It looks like it's perfectly aligned, as you see. Okay, so if I use the shift key, see, one screw is selected. So I hold the shift key and select a second screw. Now I have two screws selected, so I can go Control C, Control V, and I produce two screws, and then I look at it from right view because I want to rotate these 180 degrees. Grab these, make sure I get the red protractor and rotate it completely around, as you saw there. And now I'm going to use the move tool, and I believe I can just position them and as you can see, I'm having trouble getting it to line, so maybe grab this corner, pull it down. You want it to line up right with that lever right there, see? All right, so let's do that. Then I can grab here and pull it so that it snaps. And then I'm going to need to look at it from top view, because what I want to do is pull this corner here. If you can get this corner right here, pull it across. Let me pan a bit. And I want to move this corner here. It should snap right to the edge of this lever there. And it looks like it's too low. Bring it up. I believe I did, nope. I don't know, for whatever reason, it put it on the wrong plane. So I'm going to move it back until it snaps into position there. Now I believe, yes. As you can see, you have to be patient. You have to be tenacious. And at this point, I can use the orbit tool. I can use perspective to get a final screenshot and try to zoom in, position. We'll be adding more screws soon. At this point, I want to save my work. Save. Just saving. Now that it's saved, I want to export as PNG. Don't forget to click export as PNG. And when you see construction set down here in the corner, that means that's in your downloads folder. So you want to go to downloads and verify that image is at the ready to be turned in for assignment credit. I hope you have good luck.